live. Okay, we're good. All right. We are going live. All right. All right. Welcome everybody to RideNKY over here in Walton, Kentucky. We have Indian Demo Days today, and I got a guest here from the dealership here. And by the way, my name is Chris, and my wife's over there. She's helping with the podcast as usual, and Tracy is at work. So anyway, how you doing?
Oh well, my name is Joey Baxter. It's great to be here today. It's a great time being able to be here for Demo Days.
Yeah. So how was you here yesterday?
I was not. I was working yesterday.
You was working yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Anyway, so what do you think?
I love Demo Days. I think it's a great opportunity for people to actually get out and test ride the bikes that they are not 100% sure about, or that they kind of in the back of their mind know what they want next, but they want to make sure that it fits them perfectly, and it fits everyone just absolutely perfectly who wants to ride the bike.
Yeah. So how long have you been a rider?
Motorcycles I've been riding since I was 16 and a half when I got my temporary license, and pretty much since the day I was able to. Got my first motorcycle at a swap meet up in Ohio called the Mid-America Motorcycle Vintage Days swap meet, and actually it was a Gixxer 750 1989, and I paid $750 for it.
That's a pretty fast bike, right?
It was a lot for a first bike, but I got used to it. I respected the bike. Ever since I was 3 years old, I've been riding dirt bikes, so I kind of knew to respect things that had more power.
Yeah. Yeah, I ride an Indian Challenger. I love the bike. What Indian you got right now?
I've got a 2019 Indian Chieftain. It has the Stage 3 Lloyd's kit on it, and it's been dyno tuned. I got some other stuff done to it. At the wheel, it makes about 128 horsepower.
Man, I tell you what, I want to test ride one of them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it today, but the Chieftain is one of my. I love that maroon one they had. I think it might be out there now.
Yeah, they got one out there and they got one in here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful looking bike.
Yep, mine's the metallic silver. It's right there.
Oh yeah. Gotcha. All right, cool. So have you ever rode Harley?
I have. I've had a Shovelhead and I've had a couple of Evos.
Is the ride pretty similar, or in case somebody from a Harley wanted to come to an Indian?
So I've never really ridden a newer Harley.
Okay.
I have ridden them at demos, but I never really got to ride it.
Gotcha.
And that's one thing I like about this demo is they take you out on like a real nice long 20-minute ride, whereas all the other demos that I've been on, it's like we're gonna go down this street, come right back, and then that's it.
Wow.
Other than Daytona Bike Week, that's the only one that I've been to that they actually take you on a nice ride. But compared to my old Harleys, these new Indians ride 100% better.
Yeah. So have you ever been to Sturgis or anything?
Nope.
You planning on it?
I'm not sure.
Okay, gotcha.
I've been to Bike Week. My dad lives in Daytona, so I go there a lot.
I wouldn't mind going there. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be a great vacation. I think we need to do that. Put it on the books. So, have you rode any of the bikes today?
Yes, I have ridden Pursuit
What
and
do
the
you think
Chieftain today.
What do you think about that Pursuit?
I like it a lot. It's got a lot of power. It is actually a surprising amount of power.
Oh yeah.
When I got on it in first gear, kind of came back from the group a little bit and pulled the wheel off the ground a little bit on that big giant bagger, and it kind of shocked me.
Yeah. So
The thing's so heavy.
So you don't have the trunk on yours, right? So
No.
So what'd you think about the weight on that?
Couldn't even tell.
Couldn't even tell?
It honestly felt lighter than my bike.
Yeah,
even though it's heavier.
It's a beautiful bike. It's got that mono shock, air shock in the back of it.
Yeah, mine has that too, but it has the inverted front forks that the Pursuit and the Challenger do, and that really makes a huge difference.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it's very centered bounce too. You know, it's not it's kind of
Very.
lower than the Harleys are. And now the Who Harleys are pretty close to it.
Correct.
But the older Harleys, since pre 2004, I was test driving with them, and when I came over here and did this Challenger, I was like, holy cow, this bike feels so much lighter.
Yeah, it's
But-
insane how light
Yeah.
they feel.
And when you're on it, it looks so much bigger. And it's because the console is right there in front of you. And a Harley, it's almost like a what a swordfish, but a stingray kind of to me, the kind of feeling. It's kind of far back there, and it's like you got to really reach to get to the screen. Indian's right there, and it feels like it's
right there in front of you.
Yep. Well, thank you for coming on here. I'm gonna go hopefully you can hear me on my mic here. I'm gonna go. Hopefully this works this time. I'm gonna go through there and look at some of the bikes with my camera. I'm gonna switch screens here, and you can talk about some of the bikes when you see them. That's up to you, but I encourage you to do that. If you want to.
Absolutely.
All right, so let me switch bikes here and turn this thing up. There might be a little echo here in a second, but yeah, you can leave them off. Yep. Yeah, you can hear me, or you probably won't be able to hear me anyway.
Oh, so I'm gonna be looking here. Yep.
All right, so the dealership is beautiful here. Can you hear me right there?
Yep.
I just won't be able to hear you. So if you look at it, this dealership is
And it is filled to the brim.
so you know anything about this bike?
That is the Scout 101. That is the new Scout, and I think they did a wonderful job on it because they touched a lot of the problems that they had with the previous generation, where a lot of people were complaining about how low the older one was and how they couldn't get as much lean angle out of it. And they actually raised this one up, gave it some more lean angle, and they gave it a bigger engine so that it could actually perform a lot better. Not saying that the older Scouts don't perform well, because they're 100 horsepower and they weigh 500 pounds, so they perform very well. But the new one's 111 horsepower, and it is just an insane ride. I have ridden one, it's not here.
Exactly. It's a beautiful bike. Let me see if I can get this camera on you a little bit here. Yeah. Check and see that. Adjust it. No, on the side.
Yeah, it needs to go that way a little. That is my dad's favorite bike. My dad currently has a 2001 Chief, or a 2000 Chief, I'm sorry, and that is a Gilroy Indian when they partnered with Harley for their engines. And whereas this is a complete Polaris unit, but it looks just like the old Chief. And that's why my dad likes it so much, is because it's nostalgic looking, it's super comfortable. I actually did ride one of those today, so I rode 3 bikes today. But and it is just as comfortable as a Chieftain. You just don't have all the creature comforts. It is more of a bare bones motorcycle, and for someone that is looking for something bare bones, that's it. It's very torquey. Well, if you want to look at that red one later, you can see the stripes in it have an Indian logo embedded into the stripe. Yeah. Yeah, the Roadmaster is really cool and comfortable. It has self-adjusting. Yes, I can still hear you. Yeah. If you look at the stripe there, they did really, really good work on that. They're both really good bikes. The Roadmaster, the nice thing about it, and same with the Pursuit, is it has a self-adjusting air system on it, where you literally go into the screen, you program your and your rider's weight and your luggage, and it will accommodate for that for you. No air pump required. And the paint job on that Chieftain is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, like I was saying before, the Challenger and the Pursuit are very similar. It is, a lot of people call them a sport bike in disguise, along with the Scout, because of how well they actually handle. You can just throw them things in corners. Yeah, I have the power band on my Chieftain. Yep, no problem. Yep. Yeah, it happens. Yep, the Sport Chief is basically, in my opinion, the entry-level big bore motorcycle. It's not water cooled. It makes a little less horsepower than the Scout, but it makes a lot more torque. It is very grunty. It handles decently well. It's a little bit lower than the Chieftain, so you don't get as much lean angle, but other than that, it is a fantastic motorcycle. And it's the old reliable Thunderstroke engine.
Is that one that has kind of a mid-control to it?
Say again?
Does that have kind of a mid-control somewhere? Or?
No, it's the Sport Chief is. I like to call it a Scout with a Thunderstroke on it. Yeah. So the Sport Chief, in my opinion, is like a Scout with the big grunty Thunderstroke motor on it.
Yeah.
It's not as fast as the Scout, but it will get to speed very quick because of the torque. Yep, 1250cc is the new size for the motor. The regular Scouts are 105 horsepower, I believe, and then the 101 is 111, which for such a light bike, that's a good amount of power.
I think there's a Sport Scout in that mix too, isn't there?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think it's back here.
The Sport Scout, Chris. Sport Scout.
Yep, the Sport Scout. Yep, the Sport Scout is just a little bit sportier. It has a small fairing on it for a little bit of wind deflection, which helps out more than you would think. They're still very comfortable motorcycles.
They definitely have every bike you could think of here.
Yep.
How's it going there, Shane? Tired? I think it's been a pretty successful demo day.
It's been great.
Had almost 100 people.
He said we had over 100.
Over? Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Pretty awesome.
Oh, wait, we forgot the pursuit.
Oh yeah, there you
Yep,
go.
yep. The Pursuit was it was fantastic. The ride quality on it. I mean, it rides better than my bike does, and it has the heated and cooled seat on it from the factory, which is super nice. Especially with it being a water cooled engine, that engine gets a little warm. So you throw that air conditioned seat on, it cools you right off.
What's the difference in a Challenger and a Pursuit?
They're essentially the same motorcycle. It's just that one's a little bit heavier. It has the self-adjusting air system, and it has top back.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Very nice.
Yeah, good job. Thanks for helping out.
No problem.
All right, you can move that back. Yeah, there we go. All right. So the sad thing about it, folks, if you haven't got here yet, it's pretty much too late. Well, I think this is the last ride here today. But if you do want to, if you are interested in an Indian, please come down here and look them out. Mike and his team will take care of you, no matter what. I mean, they're a great team.
The best part that I've found in my buying experience here is they're not here to pressure anyone into anything. If you're not ready, then you're not ready. You can sit on as much as you want. They offer a time period where you can go test ride some stuff out in the parking lot. They got a huge parking lot with a slalom area. And they're not here to pressure you. If you're not ready, they're going to say, okay, no problem. Whenever you're ready, let us know. And even if you don't come and buy something here, you're not going to hurt anyone's feelings here. And that was my favorite part about the buying experience here. I test drove a lot of motorcycles before I ended up on an Indian. And my buying experience here was just so good that I would absolutely come here again for another ride. even if it wasn't an Indian. They sell more than just Indians here.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't bother me at all just because of how well they treated me and still treat me to this day. They know me by my name. They call me by my name. And we've never really hung out at all outside of here. But they know me and treat me like I am one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, the one thing, as soon as you walk in the door, they know your name. I mean, they'd be yelling at you at the service counter and say, "Hey, Chris, how you doing?" You know, it's like, yeah, it's a great dealership.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I love supporting them. I mean, I do this stuff for free. They're not paying me for anything. It's also helping me views of YouTube because it's a great building. It's a great atmosphere. They got a lot of merchandise here, a lot more than they used to in the past. But they got all the fall shirts and pants and apparel, all that stuff right now.
They always have that clearance rack right in the middle there.
Yep.
Very, very discounted shirts and jackets and stuff. Always have that there.
Yep. Oh, somebody's alarm going off. Well, we're gonna have another one here in a few minutes when Max gets back from his last ride. Then we're gonna be interviewing Max and see how the rides go. He was actually the one leading the whole entire group all day long, other than one ride. Mike did that one ride. I'm gonna tell you, if you had a chance to go onto the route, it was a beautiful route. It was great. I think I went on it once. Yeah, and then all right turns. It was
Actually,
NASCAR.
You've got the gray Challenger, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was right behind you when I was on the Chieftains.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now I didn't pull in front of you, did I?
No.
Okay. Because I was concerned because I was supposed to be at the end and I didn't see any bikes go by, so I thought, okay, they're done. Because the guy across from me said, "Oh, go ahead." So I went ahead and got in front of you.
That was me.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
Because my friends, actually, they're out there riding right now. I was going to ride with them and have you just pull ahead, and then the other guy was like, "Oh, just go ahead." So I just went ahead.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, I wasn't driving too crazy in front of you.
Yeah, I like getting a little crazy every now and then.
Oh, I do. You was keeping up with me. I can tell you that much. I was wondering who it was because I was going to come and find out who it was and say, "Hey, I apologize that I got in front of you," because I thought that all the bikes went past,
Right.
and they didn't, because I was literally about to be the end rider, but that's how it worked out.
We're just here to enjoy ourselves, and it's a very good enjoyment.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Absolutely. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. All right. Well, we'll be back in a few minutes, folks, when Max gets done with his last ride.